Hey guys, we're missing you today in Sunday school, so we decided to bring Sunday school online to you. Today's story is about a woman named Esther who lived a long time ago, and she was a very brave woman. We hope you enjoy today's story. A long time ago lived a king named King Ahasuerus. He was a very powerful king. One day, he wanted a queen. So he invited all the unmarried young women who were sitting on the ground. They were going to come, and they came to the palace so he could choose a new queen. And they smiled and hung out. And there was a man named Mordecai. He was the palace keeper. He was the gatekeeper. He worked at the gate, not the king. The king wasn't there, and the women weren't there either. And he had and his cousin's name was Esther. Esther waved at Mordecai. She loved Mordecai because Esther's parents had died when she was very young, and Mordecai, her cousin, had raised her as his daughter. Not only was Esther wonderful, but she was also kind, loving, and intelligent. And Mordecai thought to himself,
Esther would make a great queen.
So Mordecai urged Esther to go before King Ahasuerus, but Mordecai warned her.
Tell no one of your people. The Jews are not favored in this land. The king may not look upon you kindly if he knows who your people are. And
so Esther kept her family a secret. Esther said goodbye to Mordecai.
Bye-bye.
And she started walking. She walked to the palace with all the other young women. Finally, King Ahasuerus made up his mind. King Esther faced the crowd and waited to hear King Ahasuerus' decision. And he said, I choose.
Yes, I choose Esther to be my queen. She is very beautiful. Where are you? Oh.
And he said,
she is also kind, loving, and intelligent.
So that, and he gave her her crown.
Hold on. I'll go get it.
So Esther took off her scarf and she put on her crown. That night, King Ahasuerus held a great banquet in Esther's honor and declared a national holiday. So they ate together and laughed and talked and had a great time. Esther was so happy, but she remembered what Mordecai had said to her. She kept her secret safe. And she was so tired after the day. She stretched, yawned, said goodnight to King, and went to bed. King Ahasuerus had a chief officer named Haman. Haman was cruel. He thought he was very important. Haman had King Ahasuerus make a law that make all people bow down to Haman. So everybody bowed down. Everyone except Mordecai. This made Haman very angry. But Mordecai was a Jew. He bowed to no one but God. So Haman decided to get rid of Mordecai and his people. Haman came before King Ahasuerus.
Come on back.
And he said to him, "Oh, great king.
Did you know there are people in your land who have kept their own laws and do not keep your law? You should get rid of them."
King Ahasuerus trusted Haman. He did not want these troublesome people in his land. And
do to these people what you want,
said the king. And then they walked away. Well, Queen Esther heard all of this, and she decided to go on a walk, leave the palace, and go see Mordecai. at the gate. She knocked on his door and waited for Mordecai to arrive. When Mordecai heard what Haman planned to do, he cried out to Esther and said to her,
Our people are in trouble. Queen Esther is our only hope. Well, you're our only hope. She must get King Ahasuerus to change his mind. Can you get him to change his mind?
When Esther heard what Mordecai wanted her to do, she was afraid. If I go to the king without being called, he will be very angry. He could kill me. And Mordecai said to her,
I believe God has a plan for you. Perhaps this is the reason you became queen.
Esther knew what she must do. So she said goodbye to Mordecai.
Bye-bye.
And she walked back to the palace. She knocked on his door at the throne room. But instead of being angry, the king was happy to see her.
Oh, my queen.
He held out his royal scepter to her. And when a king holds out his royal scepter to someone, that means he accepts them and he's not going to hurt them. So Queen Esther
It's kind of a big scepter.
was so happy to know
I'm gonna hold it out
that he was not angry with her. And yes, there was the scepter. And he said to her, What do you wish, my queen?
Sorry, King Ahasuerus is having a hard time.
Yes, so he said to her, What do you wish, my queen?
Yes, what do you wish?
And she said, Please come to a banquet and bring Haman with you. King Ahasuerus agreed. Haman felt even more important than usual. So, that night at the banquet, King Ahasuerus said, Esther, tell me your wish. I will grant it.
Yes, I will.
And Esther said, My king, if you are pleased with me, save my life and the lives of my people. Esther begged him.
What are you talking about? Who would dare harm my queen and her people?
And she said, An order went out that my people and I are to be killed. Please save us. Esther begged.
Who ordered such a thing?
Esther pointed at Haman. This wicked man. Haman knew that he was in deep trouble. King Ahasuerus jumped up from the table. He paced back and forth, trying to decide what to do. Then he ordered and said,
What Haman had planned for you and all your people shall now be done to him.
Then the king ordered messengers to go throughout the kingdom to undo what he had unknowingly ordered. So because of Queen Esther, the Jewish people were saved. King Ahasuerus decided to reward Esther for her courage.
Oh yes, I have a reward for you, my dear.
Had a medal for her.
Hold on just a second.
And he also made Mordecai his new chief officer. He brought her medal. And she put it on. And she lifted up her hands and praised God for saving her and her people. The end. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed today's story. The verse for today is from Psalm 27:14. It says, Be strong and let your heart take courage. Just like Esther faced a scary time and had to be brave, many of us have already or will in the future face scary times. So the story for today and this verse is a reminder for all of us to be strong and let your heart take courage and trust in the Lord.